Hi everybody, thank you for joining me and welcome to my channel. This is the Pick a Card channel, youtube.com/pick a card. Today I'm gonna do a very special pick a card. I figured out like a new game for us to play. You have three options, number 1, 2, and 3, so choose from one of these, and within each option you will have another choice in which you will choose between two different options. Should I stay or should I go? And we're going to give two scenarios, and so basically you will have like a hypothesis of what is going to happen if you stay and if you go as you're making a decision about a situation. So I hope you enjoy this reading, and if you don't like the option that you choose first, then choose another option. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to make the energy real. And let's begin. So we're going to start off with pile 1. I'm going to set the other piles to the side. I'm going to try to go a little bit faster today, but we'll see. Okay, so the Romance Angel card is to the side, number 1. Hi, number 1, and welcome to my channel. So you're going to get two options here. You can choose one for if you stay and one for if you go, and you're going to get some cards to explain what's going to happen in your life if you choose to stay in the situation you're thinking about, or if you choose to go. And this Romance Angel card at the end is the bottom line. This is what's going to happen in your relationship or situation, no matter what, if you stay or if you go. So I'll save that for last, okay? So if you're ready, one is going to be one scenario, so you got to choose. Should I stay or should I go? Okay, so give your two scenarios and I'll describe what your life is like if you choose this path. Okay, so here we go. Number 1, if you chose this option, the Chariot card. The Chariot card really has a lot of significance. It has significance with regard to physical travel across land or water, but also I feel as though it is a card of leveling up or glowing up and learning large life lessons and growing with those large life lessons and sort of becoming more, I don't know, more whole or more complete. This also includes personal healing, emotional wounds. So if you choose this path, you are on your way to glow up, a level up. And so I think you should be excited for this. And then the other card is the 8 of Cups, 8 of Hearts. Some things that you care about a lot right now will not really hurt that much or have as much of an emotional impact. So this is good if you feel like you can't really like maybe distance yourself from some scenarios that you're experiencing right now, or you feel like the things are overwhelming. I think in time you will find that the overwhelming things become much more calm and much more resolved. So what seems stressful now is going to subside and become very calm and nurturing. The next message is we have the 2 of Earth. I really love this card. So 2 of Earth, 2 of Pentacles. Well, if you choose this option, there will be some good and some bad that comes with it. Not necessarily bad, but just things that you'll have to deal with. I feel as though a lot of effort on your part will have to be put into this situation. So if you choose this path, I see you working really hard and really applying yourself, and not everything's going to be perfect, but you're still going to try to in some way move forward. Okay, if we have this option, this is the last one for this option. So if you stayed or if you went, you have the Prince of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, secondary transits in air, Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. Somebody's going to come to you with an offer. You'll meet at least a new friend, but maybe more. This person could be a Cancer or maybe a Pisces energy. And I feel like that's a life cycle will begin in some way with that, or if you will be made with an offer if you choose this path. So if this is a stay or a go, somebody's going to give some kind of emotional offer. It will come from the heart, and it will really come to you in a place where you're very much focusing on productivity and working hard and really focusing on bettering your life. So it's going to be a very serene path this way, a very calm path, and it's going to be very emotionally satisfying. So this looks like a good choice. And then the opposite, right? So should I stay or should I go? So you know which one is what for you. So I'm going to read this part number 1. So your first message is, we have the moon. So if you choose this path, you will continue to in some way not see the full everything of the situation, because I feel like emotions will play a huge part in this path, and so emotions still will be turbulent, as opposed to this path where emotions will really resolve if you with this path. So the feelings may require more time to address, or may in some way be more turbulent. The next message is the 2 of Swords, and this is Moon in Libra. You will continue to try to answer questions. In this path, this is maybe a little bit of a tangent, but I sense a very strong alien energy here, so including like UFO hunting, mysteries, Egyptian mysteries, this kind of energy of deep kind of inquiry into something, or experiences that are metaphysical or paranormal. I'm not sure if that helps someone, but I feel as though there will be definitely a continual decision along this path in which the options become a little obscured, and you will not know exactly which path to go, which is the best way forward. And you will continue to try to seek like justifications for choosing a certain path. Next card is the Queen of Air. She's a Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Secondary transits in water, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. Along this path, you will have to make decisions that really take you away from other people, and you will have to make very rational and very strongly informed decisions. These decisions will be in some ways difficult to make, because they will in some way force your hand choosing between things, and therefore possibly eliminating some things from your life, like sacrifices. But I feel like you will be prepared to do this, and you will have a very keen eye to understand the mystery of this path. I don't know if you noticed this, not just the moon card here, but this feels much more like the day, and this much more like the night. And in Egypt, there was like the years or the dates of night, or the days of day, or the days of night, and it was kind of like a yin and yang duality. So this feels very much like this is the quietude of the night, and this is the brightness of the day. That doesn't mean that this is bad and this is good. It's just the vibe that I'm getting from the 2 different options. Here is the next message. You have the Hanged One, the Hanged Man. Delays and circumstances. I feel as though very strongly with this path that you will make some very intense decisions, and some of those decisions will be very, very like difficult, or very, very like just heavy and intense, and may have to do with like the law, or bureaucracy, or organizational things about your life. And I feel like you're going to be waiting for paperwork to come back. So that might be something if you go down this path. So paperwork delays, but I feel as though even though there may be a delay, there's still a large reward at the end of this. So maybe in the immediate moment, there's a little bit of trial and tribulation, secrets, and trying to really look at the shadow side of things. But I feel like still making very wise decisions, and not much can get past the Queen of Air. So I feel like you're fine in that capacity. But I do feel like you will still have to kind of wait with the system or wait with the world around you to catch up. Okay? So what will happen in this situation, regardless which path you choose? What is the bottom line? Let's see. So we have deception. So someone is wearing a false mask in this relationship. So this was definitely, mystery oriented. That didn't say deception specifically, but there may be reasons why you're trying to kind of search out a meaning to what's going on, or there's a lot of inquiry here, kind of like Sherlock Holmes kind of energy. But here is another energy. It's kind of like lifting your head and not listening to it and kind of stepping over the deception. So I think this energy has a lot more to do with looking straight into what's going on, while this is kind of rising above, beyond, in a different direction. And you will in this path get some kind of offer or a new friendship. There's a new horizon for you there. So that's number one. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to make the energy real. I hope you enjoyed this, and I'm going to go on to number two. If you're not satisfied, choose another one, or you can ask about another situation. Okay, great. So now let's take a look at number deux, or number two. Hi, number two. So I didn't explain this all in my intro, so I'll explain it to you now. Basically, you're going to choose between the two different sides, and one is going to be that you should stay, and the other is that you will go. And I'm going to read them separately and give you a hypothesis of what's going to happen if you go down that path. And then at the end, I'll read the card in the middle that I'll put up here and give you the bottom line, regardless of what happens or what you choose. Okay? So we're going to focus on this side. I hope you chose your side, remember? So you're choosing I should stay or go, and then the other one will go in the other option. Okay? So if you chose this path, this is what's going to happen. So you have the Seven of Wands. Okay, this is Mars in Leo, sticking up for yourself. Pride, holding your head up high. Great pride, strength, speaking up for yourself. You feel very confident in this path. I have a really a strong fundamental belief into some higher principle or higher belief in this path. You feel a sense of purpose. So whatever it is, it feels very, very good, and you feel triumphant. You feel like you have proven yourself and you're going down a good path you could be proud of, and you feel happy for yourself. Now let's see the next card. We have, the Two of Cups. So this is Venus in Cancer, which is love. Venus in Cancer, love, sticking up for yourself. This is love towards a lot of different people. I'm sensing that there is a relationship along this path, but there's also this kind of good Samaritan, very goodwill towards others. So there's this good intention. You feel good about yourself and you want to share it, that kind of feeling. Here is the next path, and you have the Empress, a strong, strong emphasis on motherhood, on mothers, on being a wife. Greatly appreciated, okay? Greatly appreciated, but has a duty to fulfill, a responsibility towards others, a promise. This is a very loving option. Whatever it is, it feels like maybe a young couple or a young marriage, a budding love, romance, but more to do with the partnership side of things and the decision to move forward together in life in a very like committed way. The next message is we have the Six of Wands, victory and success. These cards are really funny. I'll put them in my Amazon shop in the description. Six of Wands. Okay, so you have this great success. You have in some way proven of what you want in your life down this path. Like you have proven in some way who you want to be, like fought for yourself, fought for the type of life you wanted and succeeded. This really involves like standing up for yourself and declaring, I want this kind of life full of love, valor, success, victory over adversaries, but like a kind victory. It's not violent, it's nurturing, just like the Empress, the mother, right? This is Ceres. Ceres is a planet outside of Mars in the asteroid belt, right near it, and it's sustenance. She's associated with cereal, so that's a very, very powerful planet to consider because she really balances out Venus. If you don't want to use asteroids in your astrology, at least use that. Sorry, it's a little tangent, but all of you guys should look up Ceres and look up the goddess Ceres. She's a really beautiful goddess of nourishment, and she's a very, very wholesome goddess. I think she should rule the sign of Virgo, but anyway. Okay, so we have Ceres here. Yeah, sustenance, fulfillment, very, really, really loving energy, a huge emphasis on family here, okay? And then this part, let's see if you chose this option. So remember, should I stay or should I go? Okay, so if you go down this path, you've got hard work ahead of you, but productive. The Sun in Virgo, the Eight of Pentacles, prudence, careful, restrained action, watching how you're doing, taking care of yourself, making sure that you act appropriately for your environment, that you treat people around you well. A huge emphasis on like how to treat others, a huge emphasis on like earning your keep and doing everything that you need to do in a committed way, wholeheartedly committed to your craft. Here is the next message. We have the Nine of Rods, Nine of Wands. Okay, so this is also a very kind of strong energy. I feel as though if you go down this path, this has to do with your relationship with another person. Okay, closening of bonds, loving, kind of focus on relationship stuff, love, you know, togetherness, family, those kinds of things. This has a lot more to do with education, and it has a lot more to do with working behind the scenes on something yourself to produce some kind of wonderful outcome. So you're a lot of emphasis on, you know, perfecting yourself, working hard, really, really learning what you are doing and really applying yourself to see a strong outcome. So this is the social one. This is the one where you will very much more be going down a path of refinement, refining your skills and your knowledge. Here's the next message. And you will gain strength from that. Sun in Gemini, Ten of Air. That's the Ten of Swords. Really putting an end to the past, a commitment to put an end to the past, leave all baggage behind, you're done with it. You don't want the past anymore. Complete severance of the past, empowered to move forward. The next message is you have the, what is this? Ten of Coins? Ten of Coins. That's beautiful. That's a family card. So when you sacrifice everything, you get everything. Wow. That's such a strong message there. Well, if you choose this path, you're definitely towards the end of a cycle because you have two tens, a 9, and an 8. So you're refining. This is perfecting. This path is the path of making critical decisions that completely sever one thing to begin something 100%. This is not wishy-washy, you know, gray area. This is black and white kind of stuff. So if you go down this path, it's very, 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 very focused on learning and growth, you know. Okay, so what's the bottom line? Let's see. So between the two, what is going to happen no matter what you do? So you have you deserve love, you are lovable. So it's either more self-love or love in the arms of another. So it's a pretty good option either way. This probably requires more of a sacrifice of something, but you're probably done with it anyway. Just like when I said this, many of you guys probably sighed and like, yep, I'm done with that. I'm ready for everything else. Is that something is taking away from the rest of your life, right? Over here. So when it leaves, then you almost immediately get everything back. Everything comes to you in bushels are like big I think it's like a farming terminology. And so on this part is a very loving energy, success and victory, taking a pause from this. So you will do this. If you choose this path, you would just focus more on relationships right now. You will probably do this refinement of skill, studying, learning, experiencing, practicing, all of those things later. So I can feel that from this card. She's kind of looking over here and she's running to be in this energy. So this will be much more to do with relationship building, and this will be on building yourself. But if you go down this path, then you will most likely end up doing some of this anyway. Okay? So I hope you enjoyed this. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to make the energy real. And choose 1 or 3 if you like another option. So yeah, I'll do more soon, and thank you for watching. Hey girl, hey. I love when you guys hey girl, hey me all over the place. It's fun. Okay, so now number tree. So 3, hi guys, welcome. And so what I'm gonna do is do a little reading for you guys. Choose a decision. Should I stay or should I go? So this will be either I should stay or I should go. I should stay or I should go. And yeah, and I'll tell you what the outcome will be if you choose this path. Okay, so let's take a look at your cards. Okay, and then at the end, I'll give you one summary card that will say basically what's the bottom line of the situation no matter what you do. Okay, so first message is, so far the messages have been nice, and you can choose the other 2 if these don't resonate. Number 1, okay, so you have the Hermit, so a focus on yourself, a focus on a Virgo, a journey to someone, definitely somebody coming your way, a journey, a big relationship step with a Virgo, making decisions on your own outside of other people's influences, a clear mind. The next message is the 4 of Wands. You have happy home. This is like Venus and Aries. Beautiful message. So happy home, happy family, closeness. You will spend time away from home a little bit more. I feel like you might have to travel to work or something like that. But whenever you come home, it's very cozy, it's very nice, it's very warm. Here is the next message. You have the High Priestess. Okay. You will have very psychic dreams if you choose this path. So if you go down this path, I think that you will have a strong set of experiences that have to do with premonition and insight. I feel like you will focus, your downtime at home will be very rich and full of sacred ritual and self-care and love and feeling wonderful. Yeah, lots of love. There might be some times when you have to go somewhere to work, and those trips are going to be like in the cold and you won't like it very much, but you will do it because it's a good investment of time, and you will do it because that's your prerogative. But you will rush home, and at your home I feel like it's almost like a sacred temple, and there's a lot of intuition and insight and beautiful energy for you there. So you're just rushing. I can sense that you're just rushing home to eat soup or something warm and warm up, and it just feels so good to be there. The next message is aw, and then you have the 2 of Swords, Moon and Libra. I'll show you guys these. These are very cool cards. They're like you know, how do you say, you cut it out, you know? 2 of Swords, Moon and Libra. You're going to receive, if you go down this path, you will receive a psychic message about a situation that you had felt very disturbed about from the past that was left open-ended. You will receive closure about it, so you will find something that brings peace to your heart regarding a situation that really bothers you. And part of the reason why you're going to work or whatever you're going, wherever you have to go, wherever you're having to go to do something, you will having to do something, you will in some way, sorry, I'm getting downloads. That is tied to the thing that you're closing out. So you're sort of closing out a cycle here. You might be taking a class or something, studying, that kind of thing, but definitely going home to be comfortable. You might be in the midst of a nice, warm relationship, comfort, just a lot of quiet energy, a lot of reflection and thinking about different options. This is funny because this has two different options right there, if you can tell. There's this one with like the sunshine and this beautiful one. Actually, this one's really quite beautiful. It looks like fall in Europe. It looks like fall in Europe because the trees look very like in European farms. Anyway, so there's this piece of energy. Okay, so if you chose this path, this is the kind of vibe you're going to get. This sounds very inquisitive energy from this high priestess, just really coming, something really wants to come through here with a very, very special message for you. So anyway, okay, so now let's look at this one. So if you choose this path, remember, should I stay or should I go? Message, Queen of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. Very emotional time, very in touch with your feelings. Very likely there will be a water sign female around you. She could be a male or a female. She comes in for help and emotional assistance and support. Kind, loving energy. It feels as though she's there to help you through some things. That doesn't mean that something horrible is happening, but I feel like she's there to provide emotional assistance and nurturing. She does it out of her own heart. Her motivation is to be kind and loving. Here is the next message. You have the Nine of Pentacles, Venus and Virgo. Beautiful card, eh? So financial success down this path, glory. You will maybe singledom, but very, very successful, looking nice time shopping, nice time going out, maybe socializing, public engagements, dating people, going out, you and a friend going out, just one-on-one, lots of fun times. Here is the next message. You have the Seven of Water. That's a Scorpio Venus. Scorpio Venus, oh my goodness. So that's a ride and a half for friendship and otherwise. It's one of the very vindictive Venus, but also very loving and very inspired, very far thinking, far feeling. Seven of Water, okay. Somebody loves you a lot beyond, she sees beyond your shortcomings. So even though there's things that she would otherwise find reproachable or unattractive, I feel like she sees just the beauty. She doesn't see anything bad. There's a admiration and a love. Now, if you're really into dudes, if you don't like women at all, this could be a man with whom you're very, very close with. But this person sees the ideal and is here for the ideal, and it is what it is. There's always danger with that, right? Like, what if he realizes that there's shortcomings? But I think that there's definitely like love and admiration. If this is a friend, this is the friend that you could say, I murdered someone, and then she would say like, oh, you didn't mean it. Like, it's that kind of energy. So in whatever way it's kind of good and bad, right? The good part is that you have a champion, somebody who's really on your side. The downside is that this person doesn't check you when you need to be checked, right? I'm Polish. We have to check people, make them don't enable bad behavior, you know, kind of thing. So here is the next message. Um, okay, so we have the Four of Swords. Okay, rest, rest of mind, peace. I feel like luxury, resting in luxury, being taken care of, nurtured, coddled, a lot of warmth, empowerment, personal empowerment. This feels much colder than this. This feels, but maybe that's this is like, imagine somebody, you know, imagine a snowstorm and like walking through a snowstorm to get into your house, and you get into the house and there's like a chimney and a fireplace, and, you know, there's just warmth of an autumn or winter time, right? Whereas this path is much more to do with just, I feel like this is very like in the seat of luxury, in the seat of comfort, probably at the expense or cost of the Queen of Cups, but that's comes through as it's nurturing. It's very, very mothering, but without it being mothery. So it's probably not your mom, but it could be a man or a woman. If it's a man, it's extremely nurturing man, emotionally nurturing. And this is like falling asleep like a baby. So you relax, and you can fall asleep into those deep states of sleep because you feel safe. Now that might mean that there's still things to think about, because the Seven of Cups can really sugarcoat things, but I feel like with the Nine of Pentacles there, it feels very warm and nurturing. Both options are good. Let's see the bottom line. Let's see the bottom line of this fiasco. We have romantic feelings. Hell yeah. So you have your feelings are real and worth exploring. Both options, right? Yeah. You're being pampered, and here you're having a very mystical, solitary, but maybe with someone else, one-on-one, kind of like a home experience, you know, bundled up in the snow kind of thing. Okay, so I hope you guys like this option. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to make the energy real. Choose one or two if you like another stab at it or a different question. Thank you for watching. This was timeless, I forgot to mention, but I hope you enjoyed it nonetheless. Thank you for watching. Bye.